Kia ora koutou. Welcome to tonight's exciting NZIHL action between the Stampede and the Swarm. I'm Bartek Evertovsky, and I'm here with Bryce Rouse. We got Josh Kretschmar on the live stream, Hayden Potter bringing you the camera work tonight. So, Bryce, what was your prediction for tonight's game?
Oh, it's going to be a barn burner here this evening. Obviously, both teams sitting on 17 points. The Stampede have been pretty much steamrolling everyone so far. The Swarm, they have looked good, but they didn't put the Red Devils away to bed like the Stampede did, but that doesn't take away from anything, because I think the Swarm are absolutely going to be up for this game. They know that points here this weekend are going to be huge for when the finals do come around. Prediction, I won't follow my heart, but I'll go 5-4 to the Swarm. I think it's going to be a back and forth game. They're going to trade goals. I think the team that does get the lead, they've got a massive advantage, because I wouldn't want to be playing catch up against any of these two teams.
Yeah, definitely. If one team scores early, I think that'll really change the shape of the game. But I agree. I think it's going to be a high scoring one. I'm gonna guess 5-3 for the Swarm. Okay. That's my guess. But who knows? It's anyone's game this weekend.
Absolutely, yeah. So both teams top of the table at the moment with 17 points each. These two teams met in the finals last year. But there is one team we do have to acknowledge, and that is the West Auckland Admirals. I kind of thought they were going to be that third place team this season, Bartoj, but man, I think the way they're going at the moment, if they keep improving, they can knock both these teams out of that first spot if they keep it up.
Yeah, they played really well the last game. I think it was against the Devils. It was relentless pressure, pinning the Devils in their zone. The Admirals look great. I'm an Admirals fan, but I'll be cheering for the Swarm this weekend against North Island Solidarity. Yeah, there's a lot of firepower on display this weekend. Kozak, I believe, is leading the league in points. I think the website says 12, but on our game program it says he's got 11 points for the season. We'll see if he can add to that. And Jackson Fontaine, of course, as well, who brought the goals for the Ice Blacks in the World Championships. He was the top scorer for the team in that tournament. And
a massive weekend for 3 players. So 2 Botany Swarm players, long-time brotherhood friends, grew up playing ice hockey together. That's Kyle Jonsson and Robin Vordanov. They'll be going out there tonight playing their 150th NZIHL game. And also from the SkyCity Stampede, congrats to Mitchell Frere. He is playing his 250th game here tonight, so that's absolutely huge. I think he's only about 30 off who holds the record, which is Andy Hay, so see who can keep playing longer. But yeah, huge congrats to both those guys. I know they mean a hell of a lot to both their teams. I know they're really well loved around their community and obviously their team. And yeah, well deserved by those guys, given all they got.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great to see that. And I'm surprised Vortanov got to that point already, because he missed all of last season with a really bad quad injury.
That's right.
I didn't realize was it 150 you said that he got to?
Yes, it will be 150 today.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And there will be a on-ice presentation also for Mitchell Frere, Kyle Jonsson and Robin Vordanov momentarily. I think the teams are just gathering outside their benches.
And they're on the ice. I believe we have Hasselman starting in goal for the Stampede.
Yeah, Joel Hasselman with backup Aston Brooks. And looks like we've got Connor Parr. He looks like their number 1 goaltender now for the Swarm.
Yeah, he's been solid. 951 save percentage, according to our program. That's massive over 3 games.
That's better than yours in BHL.
Yeah, that's really good. 951. That's we'll see if he can keep it up. If he can, I think the Swarm are taking it for sure this weekend. Yeah, I think he was a little bit slow to start in the preseason games. I thought maybe Joel Gerard could challenge him for that top spot, but he's looked sharp so far. His movement's really crisp. Great hands, great eyes. So we'll see if he can live up to this big game, carry his team to a win. I see we have a lot of Swarm fans in the chat already. Demon Dude, Americ, Fat Sigma, all Swarm fans in here.
I'm sure there's definitely quite a few Stampede ones on the live stream. There's a couple in the crowd up here. I think a lot of them might be at the Queenstown Mardi Gras, which is on tonight.
Oh, Queenstown Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
It's a dress-up winter festival. I actually went to the Alakuni equivalent, the North Island one, last weekend.
It's a bit chilly for Mardi Gras.
It was
oh, man.
Freezing.
So if you're in the chat, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Both teams lining up to give the honors to those Vortnov, Freer, and who is the?
Janssen.
So huge accomplishment for those players. So 250 games for Freer, and you play about 16 games in a season, right? So
yeah, they do include finals appearances, so that counts as games played.
Yep. Still, 250 games. What is it? 16 games, and then you play is it best of 3 in the playoffs, right? Best of 3, I think.
All right, we're ready to go here at the Hive, Botany, Auckland, New Zealand. Top of the table clash. The Stampede, the away team, playing the home Botany Swarm. This should be a goodie.
And Brooke Patron is the referee today. Plays for the Auckland Steel for the women's team.
Saw a quick pass there from Devlin trying to find someone in the slot, but nicely picked off there by Simon. That puck will just get battered in. Couple of chases. Houlihan going. And Mr. 250 himself. Mitchell Frere will eventually clear it. As that well just puts it back in, but only as far as Mr. 250 Frere. Put a quick shot on. No rebound there from Connor Parr.
Connor just playing it safe.
Got to get a look in nice and early, eh, Bartosz?
Yeah, that's right. You want to get your hands on the puck, get a little bit warmed up. Don't want to be sitting there for 5 minutes with no shots.
So here we go, the young guns out there, line 2, Rusky Jones, Dalmatau, nicely done there by Dalmatau. Kozak will just put it around the other side for Polozov.
Polozov dodging the referee.
A nice pass there from Rosie, finds McDonald on the near side, he'll put it in deep. Swarm player's going to be there first, it's Dalmatau, but a nice stick left there from Chalice on his home return. Playing on his 3rd NZIHL team, finally returning home. It is still an away game for him though. Saw his parents earlier, they are happy, and his wife Libby Jean also taking up hockey once again for the Wakatipu Wild. Good to see. I was talking to his parents and they said hockey night down there is just crazy. You've got the 2 boys going, the wife and husband, and yeah, it's just hockey night for them.
Oh, I love all these hockey families in New Zealand.
It is good.
We got the Harrison family with Grace and I forget the other Harrison playing for the Admirals.
Clearance picked off there by Polozov. He tried to find Fontaine, who was going to go crash the net as McCullum had to go do the dirty work. There's a shot there from Harrison. Connor Parr had to make a save.
Oh, good stick there, whacking it out of the air. Just showing off that hand-eye.
So that was a shot there from Hurley just before. Try to find Rusky Jones. There's 2 Rusky Jones out there for the Stampede this evening. You've got Axel and the younger brother Ollie. There's Janssen. He wouldn't mind a couple of points for his 150th game. as March just gets over the line and dumps it in. Swarm putting on the early pressure, playing the territory game early. And I hope if you're a Waz fan, you've got 2 TVs on at the moment. Love to see the Up the Waz comments in the section. Shot there.
I'm actually going to see a Warriors game in a few weeks for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know the rules, but...
You've got your citizenship, right?
Yeah, I do.
You're supposed to have done that before. That should be on the checklist.
Yeah, they didn't ask me that.
Waz game and All Blacks game, and then you can become a Kiwi. All right, face off, out well. Quick shot on, right off the face off as Devlin looks like he tripped up backwards.
Yeah, nice, maybe a bit of a set play for the Stampede there, right into the gut of Connor. Connor does well to hold on to it, not give up a rebound.
And also we forgot to mention, how could we? Ollie Hay back in the white jersey for the Swarm. Shot there from the point from Amston, hit traffic in front. Harrison puts it in deep. Good crunching hit there from Simon, that was on Ross. Simon will go track that in the far corner. Has he got some options, might just have to get over the red and dump it in, but snuffed out there from Amston. Here's Ollie Hay, his first touch of the evening. Good to see him back. He is a dangerous player when he is hungry. A man who always finishes his checks. So a little bit of a huddle form down that near side. Ref says play it, as Burns will wrap that around for Amston. Amston up to Chalice. Chalice still with it. Oh, nice move there on Ollie Hay.
Oh, Hay was lining him up.
Couple of brother-in-law love there. As McDonald will track back behind the net, he's got Rusky Jones on his tail. Fires it up to Kozak. Couldn't get a clearing attempt as Lockie Frere snuffed it out, but only falls into the possession of McDonald. That's Ryan McDonald. Haven't seen Marcus out there just yet for the Swarm, no relation. As Rosie will find Polozov. Polozov, quick shot, missed the net entirely. Backhand there from Kozak. Hasselman had to make a blocker save. Probably was gone wide, but didn't want to take any risks. Thula just calming it down. Bouncing puck though, Polozov couldn't control that nicely. Stampede need to get some groove going. They're getting a little bit outplayed here early, but
they have got the shots though. 5-2 the shots for the Stampede, although maybe slightly better pressure from the Swarm.
As Vordanov put that up, here's the import for the Stampede, Jet McCullum, and he does have jets. As Hurley will get a touch on that. Max McCarr given chase, but icing is called.
Do you know where the imports are from for the Stampede?
No, I don't.
Oh, Josh on our broadcast team, Canada America is what he says. I don't know if he's sure, if he's guessing. He's pretty sure.
North America.
North America,
yeah.
Somewhere up there.
So face off in the Stampede defensive zone. No clear winner, but the Swarm are going to have it as Fontaine put it down low. Vordanov was chasing, but Amston knocks that around. Hurley trying to clear. They finally do, as McCullum got a stick on it. Simon pressured on by Rusky Jones, but March comes away with it for the Swarm. Lays it on for Vordanov, tried to get a shot off, hit the leg of Amston. Oh, good chance there for Connor Harrison, but he just missed it. Could have been away on a breakaway there. Not sure the defenseman would have got back in time.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
And Ross absolutely harassing Simon, but he's able to get past him.
Happy birthday to Simon, Luke Simon. I think he turned 20 a couple days ago. One of my former students from University of Auckland Computer Science Department.
Here's Devlin centering pass. A shot, they score! The Stampede take an early lead through Ross. That's Nolan Ross to put the Stampede up 1-0 here early.
That's tough. Not much chance for Connor Parr there. It was a broken play, and the Stampede player just had too much time in front of the net to tuck it in. Need to have a defenseman on him, harassing him, tying up the stick, prevent that sort of goal.
And there they go, the Stampede on the board early. I said earlier, Bartosz, you don't want to be chasing in this type of game. It's just not going to work, I think.
Yeah, the Swarm will definitely want a quick response. Only 2 shots so far for them. The easy ones for Hasselman. They'll want to create some chances from the pressure they've had so far.
As Rusky Jones will find Chalice on the far side. Try to find Rusky Jones again, but good stick in the lane from Ollie Hay. I think he might have seen those passes 1,000 times too many in his time. As Rosie will just bat that, try to give chase, but Burns is back there. Getting chased there by Rosie, almost gets a turnover as Mitchell Frere has to come help out.
Good forecheck from the defenseman.
Pass there from Chalice found Burns, and that will go into the Swarm bench, so we'll get a face-off just in front.
Kozak makes a nice catch on that puck with the backup goalie right beside him. Come on, Joel, you're supposed to catch that.
Yeah, I still want to have a little sneak peek into this Auckland goalie chat you've got going on, just to see all the shenanigans that happens in there.
Oh, it's pretty boring. It's mostly us just asking someone to fill in for us when we're inevitably injured because we're fragile little snowflakes, us goalies.
Here's Polozov making a nuisance of himself. He's a guy that they will need to hang on to the puck a bit here this evening. Still with it, gives it up to the point. Looks like it hit the netting, so we'll get a face-off in the defensive zone. Or the O-zone, whichever way you're looking at it. From the defensive team or the offensive team.
From our point of view, the O-zone, since I think we're a little bit biased this weekend.
You speak for yourself there, mate.
Oh, you're just being a completely neutral commentator.
Absolutely, always am, always am. There's Dalmatau. Almost lost it there for a second as Hurley was given chase on him. Gains the zone, rips one just wide of Hasselman. Almost couldn't corral the bouncing puck as Dalmatau was going in for the rebound.
Those boards are lively. It wasn't I mean, the puck lay flat for that shot for Dalmatau, but when it came off the boards, it was flipping end over end.
So it'll be March up against Devlin. One there, nicely by Devlin. Batted around by Mitchell Frere, played up ice. Here's Connor Harrison, he's got Devlin skating to the middle. Oh, great work there by the Nguyen Gretzky Sandoy. Just got a stick in the lane as that was looking dangerous.
Yeah, really, oh, it's off the roof. Yeah, very dangerous chance. You could see the Stampede players blow the zone, or one of their wingers rather, blows the zone immediately. They're playing similar to how the Oilers defeated the Stars, really heavy forecheck. Well, just have a winger blow the zone really early to stretch out the defense. That's what the Edmonton Oilers did against the Stars and the Panthers to deal with their aggressive forecheck. And maybe the Stampede are learning a bit of a lesson from them.
And Simon playing with fire, trying to go through 2 guys quite low. Stampede just able to keep that in. Quick shot and saved there by Parr. No rebound as Ross was coming to look for that.
Yeah, easy save for Parr, but the important thing is no rebound with one of the Stampede players sniffing around the net. So shots are 7-2 for the Stampede. Swarm haven't been able to respond yet after that Stampede goal. Still 12 minutes and 24 seconds left in this first period to do that.
Faced off one there by Axel Rusky Jones. Shot from the point. Misses everything entirely. Puck does come out momentarily. Here's Houlihan. Haven't seen too much of him early in this game, one of the imports for the Swarm. That's Michael Houlihan. Mitchell Frere gave it over to his brother Lockie Frere. He'll just put it in deep as Rosie is there for the Swarm. Houlihan looking for some options, finds Outwell right in the middle of the ice. He's got McCullum working on him. Nice pass there. Here's Ollie Hay, tries to go to the net. Takes down one of the defensemen and Burns. And a late hit there from Ollie Hay. Welcome back. He's going to be going to the box early on his return.
You don't want to be taking a penalty at this stage in the game. So he's hoping the penalty kill can bail him out. Speaking of the Oilers, I saw someone in the chat saying they're from Edmonton, but not an Oilers fan. What are you doing? I'm from Toronto. Even I was cheering for the Oilers in the playoffs. We've got a Flames fan who I'm I'm sure is experiencing some catharsis.
Face-off win there by Stampede. They're on the power play, so going to look to cycle the puck. Amson from the top shoots, and a big blocker save made there by Connor Parr. Another shot there from Lockie Frere. He had to be on his toes there, the goaltender. As Amson's shot looked destined. One time there from Amson. Rocket just missed the net. As Lockie Frere will find one of his teammates over there on the far side. As McCullum will give it on for Amson. He'll get it back. Once again up top. Little shoot. Oh, Connick didn't see that one and just missed the right-hand post. That could have been extremely dangerous.
Yeah, he had two players blocking his view. He had a Swarm player and a Stampede player. Swarm player wasn't able to move the screener out of Connor's eyes. So luckily.
And you could tell he knew nothing about that shot either. Looks like there was a little bit of real estate to his left as well.
Yeah, Connor's not the tallest goalie, so he can't exactly look over the screen as, for example, Vasilevsky often does in the NHL.
Rosie with it for the Swarm, trying to clear. Lucky Frere making a nuisance of himself as he does, an absolute grinder of a player. McCullum just slowing things down, leaves it on for Chalice. Dalmatau almost got an intercept. Chalice will find Amson. He'll rip one. And pad save made there. Amson does well to keep it in. Here's Ross. Finds McCullum. Amson once again. They're moving the puck really well here. The Stampede on the power play for another 40 seconds. Shot there from Amson. Another blocker save made there from Connor Parr. He's looking for that top left corner. There's Stefan Amson early in this one. Here's Chalice up the top. Try to put something on net, but that's batted out of mid-air by Rosie. And the Swarm will finally clear and get it changed. They might get one more rush here, the Stampede, if they can hurry things up.
Yeah, well done by Connor fighting through those screens to make a few key saves. I noticed a little bit of a problem with the Swarm defenseman not tying up the Stampede player's stick, the screener, the screening player in front of the goalie.
So Ollie Hay out of the box, back to even strength. The Swarm definitely survived one there. Thula with it, he'll just try to get that out of the danger zone as Houlihan will come the other way. Left it on for Ollie Hay, tried to get a shot on, but it hit some people in front. Houlihan still with it. Houlihan with a shot, once again, hit some shin pads. Well, put it behind the net there for Ollie Hay. Looks like Frere's going to be there first. It is. Mitchell Frere getting there first. Tried to disrupt the play. And we will get a whistle on the play. Looks like it went into the Stampede bench.
Yeah, good response there at the end of that power play to get a bit of zone time for the Swarm. Still only 2 shots. They've struggled to get shots on goal to convert their zone time into chances.
Sandoy will play it over to Simon. Polozov will try to wrap that right around. Took a weird bounce, and that's hitting the upper netting, so we will get a face-off in the zone.
Yeah, these boards have been lively today.
Yeah, Polozov was trying to wrap that one round for Kozak, who was on the near side, but it must have hit one of those barriers that holds the glass up. Can get a few funny bounces in this rink, especially off that Zamboni door.
It's not quite as bad as Paradise Avondale. Paradise Avondale, the boards are completely unpredictable.
Little centering pass here from Kozak. Hasselman had to tidy up.
Easy save for Hasselman.
Yeah, he's been pretty sound so far from what we have seen.
Just 3 shots on goal. Did well not to give up a rebound there.
So it'll be Devlin against Dalmatau. Kozak tried to play it up to Simon, but Harrison McCarg was, that was Connor Harrison, was charging up, almost got the interception. That's the second time he's almost had a breakaway style of play here early in this one. Got to look out for him on defense if you're a Swarm defenseman. And that one cleared out. Dalmatau's going to beat the man. They got 2-on-1 here. Here's Dalmatau, puts a Kozak, and a big save there from Hasselman.
Huge save by Hasselman, really well read. he realized that Ivan Domatau didn't really have a shooting opportunity once he went to the backhand. He knew the pass was coming, read it well, got
Good
over.
work here by Ross. Gains his own for the Stampede. A centering pass there to Harrison, but couldn't get anything on it. As Polozov will play this one up to Rosie. He tried to leave it on. It was actually the two defensemen there for the Swarm up on that play as they track back, as they've got Lockie Frere lurking behind. Vordanov plays it around. Ryan McDonald. Little Karen pass up to Vordanov. Couldn't corral that nicely as that puck was bouncing. Could have had half a chance if he could have. As Chalice played it up to Lockie Frere, but that's a wayward pass. They'll still gain the zone though, will the Stampede. Rosie with it for the Swarm. Gives it over to up to Kyle March. He plays it on for Ryan McDonald, and he just loafs that one up. Back to Rosie, right through the middle, giving it to March. But an easy giveaway there as McCullum tried to find Lockie Frere, but they were all offside. Lucky he didn't get anything on that. And the speedster Jackson Fontaine will try and look for something. And another wayward pass there from the Swarm. One of these days they're going to go to the hands of the opposition, and they might just pay dearly for it.
Yeah, they'll need to tighten up a little bit.
Here's Houlihan. Rips one on a tough angle. Missed everything as that comes all the way down to the other end, as that had a bit of juice on it.
Yeah, when you miss those short side shots, it's often leaving the zone.
Andy Hay couldn't clear. That's batted in there from Coyle. Sorry, that was Hurley. A few flows going on out there. Ollie Hay trying to give chase. Coyle's tracking back. He will get there first. Plays it over to Burns. Up for Ollie Rusky-Jones. He gets the puck stolen there from Ollie Hay. Ollie Rusky-Jones gives it over to Max McCarg. He'll just put it in deep. Ollie giving chase, but Sandoy's there first. Ollie Rusky-Jones does well. Good hit there just before from Ollie Hay. Shot there from Burns. Coyle with it at the point. A redirect there from Max McCarg, but just put it wide. Not sure if it came off his stick or the defenseman's, but he would have had the goal. He absolutely covered. Here's Polozov trying to go through one. Put a pass into the slot, but Dalmatau was going into the high area, not to the back post. As Polozov will gain the zone again. Finds Kozak. Kozak gives it over to Dalmatau. Should have got a shot off Kozak on the backhand. They score! Kozak ties it up with 5 to go in the first period.
Beautiful passing play by the Swarm, but they couldn't quite finish the original pass. Took a little bit of a scramble to knock it in. Great lead up to that goal, and great hunger to go to that dangerous area and tuck in the rebound. That was Kozak, right? That
was, yeah, on the backhand, yeah.
Yeah, extending his lead at the top of the table, either 12 or 13 points now, depending on whether you check the game program or the NZIHL website.
And that's a big goal. They were a couple of moments from going down 2-0, but to tie it up 1-1 and well, I would say almost a mid-season clash, but so important. Because first place does get home advantage for the 3-game final at the end of the season. Then 2 and 3 have to go and play a double regulation game, and it will be overall goals at the end of that will see who goes through. So you could win 5-0 and then lose 4-0. You'd be going through, essentially. Which I think is not too bad when you've only got 5 teams in the league. It is definitely a good way to figure out 2 and 3.
Yeah. I hope the finals will be here in Auckland this year. It would be nice to watch them again. I think it was 2 years ago last time we had the finals in Auckland.
Yeah, with the Admirals. And they were on a run that year. I really thought they were going to take that one.
Yeah, ended in a penalty shootout, sadly, for the Admirals.
And speaking about them just a little bit earlier, they kind of fell off that pace they had last season, but I think they're back. They are definitely a contender this season.
Yeah, their Dutch imports, Pim van der Meulen and Guy Kunst, have been really good for them. Really good chemistry between them. And as we saw in the 3-on-3 tournament, carried them to a victory.
And we'll get our first look at Marcus McDonald, the 17-year-old phenom there for the Swarm.
I didn't realize he wasn't related to the other McDonald until you told me a few games ago. But I guess the height difference should indicate maybe they're not related.
And that's stolen there from Fontaine. He's got Marcus McDonald on his right-hand side. He gets a quick shot on. Fontaine was looking for a rebound. There was one.
Yeah, smart play by Marcus to shoot low there with Jackson driving. You don't want to shoot high, let the goalie cover it or catch it. Just fire it low, let it pop out in front.
So a tip on there from Ross will negate the icing as the Swarm come the other way again. Ollie Hay just, oh, that actually hit the crossbar. A little lofted shot. Looks like it hit something on the way. Not entirely sure.
Awkward shot. It dipped somehow. I don't know if it was sitting on edge when he shot it.
Here's Chalice looking for options. He had Lockie Frere going there. He couldn't get anything on as he was tied up there by Andy Hay. Good move there. McCullum will give it up to the top for Burns. Burns walks in. Good pad. That was a blocker save made there by Parr.
Yeah, through the traffic, he somehow got his eyes on that one. Well done, Connor.
Yeah, his blocker saves are really on today. Getting that shoulder going.
Yeah, it's interesting that the Stampede keeps shooting blocker side on him. I don't think he's made a single catch yet. I don't know if that's their scouting report, shoot blocker side on Connor or what.
And a quick shot there from Houlihan. Down Mattel keeps it in. He'll try to get something on net, but misses everything entirely. But it goes to his teammate Polozov. Dancing around as Polozov. He's pressured on there from Chalice. Up point, there's Simon. Shoots along the ground. Another rebound there for Dalmatau. Just put it wide. Looks like he's trying to lift it over the pad of Hasselman. Definitely a pretty even game here so far in this first period. The Stampede probably look the more dangerous team when they're on the counter-attack, but the way the Swarm can hold that offensive zone quite well, it's the best of both worlds, I guess.
Connor finally getting his glove warmed up with an easy catch.
There goes Kozak. He gains his own, shoots, and a big pad save. Kozak still with it in the far corner. Axel Rusky-Jones finally gets it up. Can't clear, though, as Rosie will have it. Try to put something on net. Hit Hurley. And they'll finally clear as Max McCarg will give that over to Campbell. Logan Campbell, extremely tall. Only about 18, 19 years old as well as Vordanov. Getting his own, looking for Fontaine, who was crashing the net. But wow, that was a great defensive effort there from Mitchell Frere to break that up.
Yeah, great play by both teams. Intelligent play by Robin Vortanov to try and find Jackson there, and well defended by the Stampede.
And a brilliant hit there from Simon just before. That was on Logan Campbell. He's going to the bench with a little bit of a sore shoulder, but I'm sure he will be back out there. All Ross is camping up at the blue. But a bouncing puck, hard to control. Simon tracked back very nicely, though. He was all alone up there for a second. As Vordanov tries to find Fontaine, but that was just a little bit behind him. 1 minute to go in the opening period. Good hit there from Simon on Devlin. Devlin, who used to play for the Thunder. Having a good couple of seasons so far playing for the Stampede. Seems to really be enjoying his craft.
And a good chance for the Stampede coming up now with 48.9 seconds left in the game. Possibly a tired Swarm line out there since they can't change for the icing.
Oh, they're National League players, mate. They're fit, you know.
They actually go on the treadmill, do cardio, unlike us beer leaguers.
Yeah. Surely it's only our team that's normally kicked out of the bars at 2 a.m. These guys in bed by 8. As Connor Harrison will have it in the zone. Try to find some options, but Devlin's going to come away with it. Coyle up top. Looks like he tried to get a tip there from Harrison, but that would have been extremely well done if they could. 20 seconds remaining. Coyle tracks back, passes it over to Max McCarg. He'll play it up. As Ross gets that stolen by Dalmatau. Near side, here's Kozak. It's pretty much Kozak on 3 until he can get some more numbers. Just puts it in. Hasselman behind, he just plays up the boards, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the opening period here of game 1 of the weekend. a very exciting end-to-end. One goal for both teams. Both teams looking really good on attack. They're playing defense pretty well. The goalies, they look on so far. Yeah, it's got the makings of a good one.
Yeah, great battle. As you were saying, got really even at the end there. Exactly 11 shots apiece. 1 goal apiece, 11 shots apiece. It's going to be an exciting second period.
Absolutely. Anything you would say to any of your teams if you're the coach? Just keep it up.
Oh, what the coaches should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for the Swarm, one thing they need to watch out for is the player in front of the net. Often his stick is free and he's able to get those deflections. And at some point, he's going to make the Swarm pay if they don't take care of him. So I think for the Swarm, that should be a priority.
Absolutely. Well, you hit it there, folks. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back very shortly.
Kirakoto, welcome back to the second period action between the Botany Swarm and the SkyCity Stampede. I'm Bartek Evertovsky here with Bryce Rouse, and we've got Josh Kretschmar and Hayden Potter on the live stream. So, Bryce, how did you enjoy that first period?
It was end-to-end hockey. Actually, it could have been a little bit more physical if I'm trying to watch a perfect game, but no, it was really good. Both teams looking like they want to play offensive. They're hustling to get back in defense, so both teams are definitely going at it here tonight. It's going to be a good couple of periods left.
Yeah, you're right. I think we would like to see a bit more physicality. The Swarm have some big players, Stampede as well. So, but I guess on the big ice here, because this is full-size international ice, it's a little bit difficult to line up those hits. Not like Paradise Avondale where you're all cramped up.
I think even Queenstown is a little bit smaller than Avondale.
Yeah, that's a tiny rink.
You'd have to ask one of the players to confirm that. But we're just about set to get ready for period 2 here in game 1 of the weekend. So Devlin against Atwell. Nicely won there from Atwell. Back underway here at the Hive. Played around the back for Simon. Plays it back for Sandoy. He's got Houlihan who just nicely passes that up to Atwell. He'll just dump and chase. Wrapped around there by Hasselman, but Ollie Hay was the first man there. Goes around the back as Mitchell Frere, Mr. 250. We'll look for some options. Here's Devlin. He's got some wheels. Oh, try to find Ross on the near side. Just couldn't corral it as the pass was a little bit behind him. Here's a 2-on-2 opportunity. Looks like we might get an open period of play. Here's Houlihan. Scores! Michael Houlihan makes it 2-1 Botany.
What a shot. Absolute snipe. Top shelf against the grain. Beauty.
Whoa. Delicate.
Perfect. Love to see it. Well, if you're a Swarm fan, I mean, we are completely neutral right here. Completely unbiased.
I support the puck. I want the puck ending
Support
up
the
in
puck.
both goals evenly.
I'm cheering for the referee.
Till the shootout happens. All right, back underway. 2-1 here for the Swarm on a superb Michael Houlihan goal. That's actually his first points for the Swarm. Got a few in the 3-on-3 tournament, then nothing the last weekend that the Swarm played. But you can tell he's an in-and-out guy who is definitely going to produce some goals throughout this season.
He's one of their imports, right, for the Swarm?
He is. As that pass there from Rosie. A little bit ahead of Dalmatau. I know what they're trying to do, but Burns tracked back nicely to get the icing there for the Stampede.
In the chat, I see we have someone from Minnesota watching, saying he's chatting with Chad, saying he's basically an honorary Canadian. I agree. Minnesota.
Well, he'll like tomorrow's stream. Then we've got Dr. J returning. He's from Minnesota. Our very own NZIHL celebrity.
Nice. Yeah, love Minnesotans. They love hockey almost as much as us Canadians.
There's Dalmatau. Shoots and just at traffic in front. That was half a chance there for the Botany Swarm. Lucky Frere's going to come away with it. He'll just dump that in and give chase. Could be icing. It won't be. As Rosie plays it around the back for Ryan McDonald. Finds it up to Polozov. Looks like there's going to be a bit of space opening up here the second period, as it looks like both teams are going to forecheck hard, but then the defense are going to kind of lay back a bit, so that middle of the ice could be a passing haven for both teams if they use it well. Shot there from March. Hasselman had to be on his toes to glove that.
Yeah, good catch. Recovered from that beautiful goal, which we're seeing on the replay now. Absolute snipe, top shelf. We got the crowd fired up.
Face off one there from the Swarm. Quick shot there from Fontaine. Hasselman once again having to make a glove save.
Yeah, that was a nice catch. Well done, Hasselman.
Once again, Max McCard goes up against Kyle Marchessault, also known as Kyle March.
Or Marshmallow, as he was known, due to a spelling mistake, I believe.
Here's Vordanov. Almost got tripped there. Puck is going to stay in the zone for now, as Andy Hay does well to put it in back and deep. As Ollie Rusky Jones does well to get that out of the zone for the Stampede so they can get a quick breather. No change though. And here's Fontaine. Coyle going to him, centering pass to Fortinov. He got something on it, but didn't tuck it home.
Oh, what a chance.
Shot there from Sandoy, maybe looking for a redirection. Fontaine puts it in deep, but Coyle is there for the Stampede. Stolen there by March. No option, so we'll give it up top to Sandoy. He gets a shot, deflection in front. Just went wide of the net. Some good sustained pressure here from the Swarm at the moment. They've come out absolutely firing this second period like they want it more. Stampede just probably need to at least get out of their zone, get a change, slow things down a bit. Here they go. Ollie Rusky Jones rips one from pretty much halfway. And 4 players will get a change there from the Stampede. They better rush out. They do as McCullum plays it back for Mitchell Frere. And a wayward pass that Connor Harrison couldn't link up with, so that will be icing. So face off here for the Swarm back in the O-zone to try put on a bit more pressure here, Bartosz.
Yeah, luckily for the Stampede, they just got a line change maybe 20 seconds before, so luckily for them, their line isn't too tired at the moment. But Swarm have looked great so far to start this period. Excellent pressure by them.
Yeah, 5 shots already in this period and none for the Stampede, but you know they do not die quietly as Ross will try Hoon down the left-hand side, puts on the brakes. Ross with a shot, redirect in front, and they score! A shot from up high. Nolan Ross hits some traffic in front. We'll have to confirm the goal scorer.
You can see
just like that.
The player in front was pointing his shin pad, so I think he's claiming the goal. So as we saw in the first period.
Yeah, they'll go to Connor Harrison, I believe.
Yeah, the Stampede were doing really well finding space in front of Connor and taking away his eyes, and they succeeded doing that again today. Or, sorry, this period for that goal.
And the Stampede answering back very nicely as they were under some heavy pressure there from the Swarm, and they even this one back up. Just as I said, a team that will never go away quietly, and they showed just why.
Yeah, I think I mentioned at the end of that last period that the Swarm need to do better taking away the player in front of Connor, taking away his stick, moving him out of the way, and they paid for it.
You're right, and it's already coming back to haunt them so far. I think you need a quick little pen and paper and put it in Canada's locker.
I'm sure Canada knows. He's a goalie, so I'm sure he's very aware of these sort of things. But, yeah, hopefully he'll remind his team.
As Burns ripped a shot just over the red line. Axel Rusky-Jones trying to win it back here off Rosie. He'll find Jonsson, who just gets a tip on to negate the icing, as Burns will track back. Big up ice pass to Axel Rusky-Jones, but couldn't corral it nicely. Swarm were tracking back though. There's Andy Hay. Couldn't clear it as Chalice will look for some options. He's got one up high. Axel Rusky-Jones just couldn't get a stick on it. That could have been a great opportunity if he controlled that.
Oh,
could
what a
taken
chance.
A couple glides and then maybe got off a wrist shot or something.
Yeah, he was in a perfect shooting position there, right between the hash marks.
Oh, that was close to being a delayed game as Andy Hay put it to the glass, but here comes Jackson Fontaine. Just got Amson to beat, but easier said than done. A defenseman for the New Zealand Ice Blacks is Stefan Amson. A very tough customer if you're going one-on-one against him. Up ice pass here. Here's Axel Rusky-Jones. He'll just put it in. Lucky Frere was given chase, but that's wrapped around there from Fontaine. Big shift for some of these Stampede players out there. There's Lucky Frere trying to go to work. Thula trying to steal it off him, cannot. Puck put deep for McCullum to track onto. Try to find Max McCarg. And Fontaine will go for a bit of skate, but a good stick there as Maxwell McCarg tracking back nicely to disrupt that play. But Fontaine with it once again, rips one straight into the breadbasket of Hasselman.
Yeah, well done by Jackson, picking off that stray pass, getting a shot in. Swarm will be looking to get some pressure now to respond after that Stampede goal. It's been all Stampede since they got that deflected goal a few minutes ago.
Face off one there by Devlin as McCullum came and tidy up. Harrison on the far side. Plays it back. Plays it forward, but too far in front of the stick of Devlin, so it will be icing. And looks like Ollie Hay and Coyle are having a couple of words. Nothing doing though.
Just a bit of friendly chirping.
One of the old school terms we used to call it were the barbecue invites.
The barbecue and what?
Barbecue invites. So.
Oh, that's great.
Not sure about all the other talking they do, but it's kind of, hey, you coming to my barbecue later kind of thing?
Sure, that's what he was asking.
As Ross gave it to Coyle, he played it onto the far side, knocked in deep. Simon here on the far side, can't clear, he can. Oh, and looks like we've got a panel of glass that has fallen down, but looks like the ref has done this before. It's not actually a glass one, it's one of those perspex.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
plexiglass.
Yeah. Nice and easy to put back in.
Yeah, luckily not smashed, so we should be back underway shortly.
They did initially put it in wrong the first time, but how hard is it to line up a square?
You can see Chenzo, who does the photography, giving them a bit of instructions.
Yep, so slide it up, slide it down. I'm finding this rather entertaining for some reason. There we go. It's back in. 0800 call a zebra.
Well done, zebras.
Yeah, Brooke Patron, female ref, getting her first start, first head ref job of the NZIHL for her first time and doing a hell of a job. She normally officiates our Summer League games, and
yeah, she's also done some Winter League games too. Done a good job.
Absolutely.
Solid referee. Doesn't take shit from the boys.
No, she does not. Which is, yeah, and she communicates really well as well, so. Here's Simon, plays it round. Sandoy. Simon once again plays it up for Polozov. Try to find Dalmatau, but Mitchell Frere, with all that games behind him, knows exactly how to play. Oh, look at that. Connor Harrison, textbook hit on Dalmatau.
And Brooke did not like that,
No,
making the call.
Seems to be head contact, so it was definitely hard to see from this angle, as
I
we are
thought
only
it was
seeing
a
it from
clean
behind.
hit.
Yeah, it's very hard to see head contact from this angle. If we have a look again, here's Simon on Frere. That's all right. And then here's Dalmatau. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was kind of elbow to head. The elbows were high, so he'll go in the naughty bin for a couple of minutes, and that will give the Swarm their very first power play of this game. It's been a pretty clean game up until now, which I definitely expected, because both teams know exactly what is on the line, and that is, I believe, 6 points.
Getting a little bit more physicality now, but not the kind of physicality you want that sends you to the box.
I'm sure both coaches want their teams. We need to stay out of the box here, because the man advantage with these two teams will absolutely kill you. Polozov finds McDonald. Rosie up top. Saucy pass over to Polly. There's Houlihan. Rosie looking for a one-time. Houlihan with the shot. Oh, wow, that was a laser, and Hasselman reaches out in front and gloves that.
It was going over the net, but you might as well make that catch. You don't want to risk those lively boards and glass making your life difficult.
You see Houlihan giving it to Rosie and then getting it straight back. Back underway. Rosie up the top. Ryan McDonald down low. Here's Houlihan. Gives it back. Houlihan shoots it straight into Mitchell Frere. Great block. No regard for his body even after 250 games. That is probably why he's played so many. Houlihan with it. Being harassed there by Chalice. Plays around for Polozov. He'll settle it down. Look for some options. Try to find Houlihan, who was creeping to the back post. Polozov. Up top, Rosie shoots. And big save from Hasselman. Looks like it went straight to him.
Hasselman looking very sharp. He's recovered really well from that early goal this period. Hands are very active, making those catches, not giving up rebounds. I think they're going to have to shoot a little bit lower, try and get some pucks off the pads and pants of Hasselman if they want to create rebounds.
Yeah, they had Dalmatau playing the screen job there.
He's a little bit too short to screen Hasselman.
Well, Dalmatau's pretty tall. But Hasselman is definitely a giant out there.
Maybe he just looks a little bit small compared to Hasselman.
Ollie Hay with a shot, rebound. Sandoy comes and picks that up. Couldn't try to play it up top, but hit a stick in the lane. Hasselman has to jump on that, as there are a few Swarm players around looking for that puck.
Good pressure by the Swarm so far this power play, but haven't been able to generate a killer chance yet.
So Atwell against Devlin. Atwell did his job there. Ollie Hay with it on the far side. Rips one, but missed the net entirely. Vordanov keeps that in the zone. Tries to put it in deep. Sandoy playing low on the power plays for the Swarm this season. So they kind of exhaust their defensemen when they are out there. And a chance here for the Stampede. Devlin tried to go around. Simon put a shot on, missed everything. March looking for options, but Devlin does well to interrupt that. Man out of the box, lifted the stick off. Vordanov back to full strength. So both teams 0 for 1 on the power plays here this evening. As Vordanov will have it. Just cycling around. Big hit there from Amston, got a stick on and put Andy Hay on his behind. As McCullum come the other way, gives it to Ross. McCullum with a shot he was looking for. Connor Harrison crashed in the net. Didn't get anything on that. As Kyle March just loses it. And Maxwell McCarg does well to clear the zone. Made a nice pass to McCullum as well. Scrambling out in front, big hits being thrown. Thula on the receiving end from a Connor Harrison hit. Seen a few of those in our time from Harrison.
Oh, a little bit of a trip on Hasselman by Robin Vortanov. Got away with that.
As Hurley put it in deep, Rosie's going to be there first and gets nailed there from Rosie. Ryan McDonald will pick it up. He's got a little bit of speed, so why not go in? Puts a shot on. And Hasselman doing well to read the puck off the boards. Something goalies tend to forget sometimes. Oh, you know, the puck's gone past. Goal kick. No. It'll come back. There's glass and a board there.
Yeah, I've gotten better at that since playing BHL. Since in the BHL, our Auckland Summer League, you're allowed to keep playing with the puck goes off the netting. So you have to beware all the time.
Absolutely brilliant rules.
Yeah, I actually quite like it. Just keeps the game going when you're playing running time.
Does make for a bit of trickery every now and then, doesn't it?
Yeah, you get some wacky plays when it comes off the netting.
A shot there from McDonald, but hit traffic in front. Ollie Hay will play it down low for Atwell. Cycling well, other Swarm. Houlihan with it. Shoots and just missed. He's got an absolute laser of a wrist shot, does Michael Houlihan. As we saw from the Swarm's second goal. And shot there, that's going to hit the upper netting. We won't be playing on from that, so we'll get a whistle.
Yeah, that's right. I think it got to one of the fans there. Won a puck. Yeah, the Swarm cycle game has looked pretty good. I think their power play was a little bit static. We didn't see as much of that cycling and the skating on their power play. I think they'll hopefully try and be a little bit more dynamic on their next power play with all these good skaters that they have.
Lucky Frere just happy to get that out of the zone, but clipped it too hard, so it'll be icing back in the zone for another face-off.
It's an art as a defenseman to look like you're skating real hard for that icing, but slightly slow down. I'm sure Luke Simon could have got that one.
Yeah, well, the rule does state that, you know. Got to play to the rules here, mate. That's how you win games. And if you are a Waz fan, I just checked the halftime score. It's looking good. Quickly pause or turn the sound off if you don't want a bit of a giveaway. I'll give you a couple seconds. It was 16-6 at halftime, so good job after a hammering last weekend. But where would you rather be, at the Hive, top of the table clash?
Yeah, I'd definitely rather be watching hockey than rugby, but I'm actually going to go see a Waz game for the first time in a few weeks. Looking forward to it.
Do you want a jersey to wear for that time you're there?
I don't know if your jersey would fit me. It looked like I'd be swimming.
It's all right. It's just about having it on, mate, being part of it.
I'll probably wear my All Blacks jersey. I got one of those.
You definitely would look out of sync there, I'll tell you.
Is there not much overlap between All Blacks and Waz fans? It's all rugby.
Die-hard rugby league fans don't really seem to like rugby union, even though the fundamentals of both games are like 98% the same thing.
Yeah, it's basically all the same. It's like Canadian football, American football.
Turf hockey, ice hockey, are they the same?
Okay, I had no idea turf hockey was even a sport till I was like 16. I saw it on TV. I was like, what is going on? The nets are so big. They're playing on grass. Yeah, that was definitely not a thing in Canada. Turf hockey, or field hockey, whatever you call it.
I could imagine as Polozov puts that in deep. Dalmatel looking to be there first. Hasselman does come out, loses a stick in the meantime. He's going to... Coyle knows it's there. Coyle gives him his stick.
Hasselman was a little bit indecisive there on that play.
And Mitch Frere comes and gives back the goalie his real stick. Could have seen a Mighty Ducks Russ knuckle puck from halfway there as Fontaine rips one, and another glove save there by the goaltender. He's having a day on that glove side.
Yeah, it was going wide, but might as well make the catch with those lively boards and get the whistle so you can get a stick back. So tactically, we used to see this a lot in the NHL and hockey in general. The defensemen give their stick to the goalie when the goalie loses their stick. That's actually not the right play to do anymore. The tactics have changed a lot. And now it's considered that the goalie doesn't really need their stick to make the saves. Might as well leave it with the defenseman.
Yeah, I agree with that. As Marchi looks like he tried to wrap around a tip. Leaves it low there for Marcus McDonald. He's got Devlin on him, though. Devlin comes away with it. And just lofts that. Hits Rosie. Almost a clean break there for one of the Stampede players. Whistle on the play. Looks like it was a hand pass.
Rosie, the veteran. A little bit of interference to slow down the Stampede player, but not enough to get a whistle. Veteran foul there by Jaromir Jagr's former teammate.
Imagine that. Playing with that guy in your team for a couple of seasons, that'd be like me going to play rugby and Richie McCaw's our captain, number 7. Like,
yeah, it's pretty incredible that we've got him here in New Zealand.
Absolutely, as Lockie Frere finds Rusky Jones, just fanned on the shot, does get one off.
What a chance there for the Stampede, but just couldn't control it in time.
That was Axel Rusky Jones, one of the young guys for the Stampede. I've seen him coming up over the years, and he just keeps getting better. I think he does go to North America every summer and plays there. He'll give it back to Burns, over to McCullum. McCullum looks like he's playing defense now for some odd reason.
Ooh, big hit there behind the play.
Absolutely, Ollie Hay on Callum Burns. He's got to let everyone know he's back. As Atwell gains the zone here for the Swarm. Polozov's going to the net. He had Houlihan up top. Pass disrupted though. I think that was Chalice. As Rosie will fling it back to Polozov. Try to look for some options as he tried to find Dalmatau, who was coasting along that blue line. And Polozov looked for it to go for a slap shot, but his stick hit the glass. Here's Dalmatau behind the net. Polozov back to Dalmatau, couldn't corral that nicely. As McCullum bangs that off the glass. Polozov does well to catch that out of midair. I saw a ref go down in my left eye.
Oh,
Look,
Hasselman,
Hasselman is so far out.
He's playing
Hasselman,
defense.
the shot is bouncing around. Hasselman is about 5 meters out of his crease. Lockie Frere's coming the other way. He's got Max McCarg. Here's Max McCarg. Shoots and just puts it high.
I think Hasselman was inspired by having the defenseman stick on that last play. He forgot what position he's playing.
And here's Jonsson. Shoots and another pad save there from Hasselman. End-to-end stuff here at the moment. Hurley's going the other way for the Stampede. Broken up by Vordanov. Plays it around for Simon. Up to Jonsson. He'll leave it on for Daumatau. Hurley was man-marking him like he got the puck off, or Hurley was coming. Simon tried to find Marchi. Looks like he might have hit a stick. Yeah, icing is waved off. Mitchell Frere back there. 4 minutes to go in the second period. Goalies have gone a little bit AWOL.
This is why you shouldn't give your goalie your stick, defenseman. If you're watching, don't do that. That's for the 80s. We don't make stick saves and skate saves anymore. I mean, we do make stick saves, but not skate saves. You don't really need your stick to make a save.
Sandoy finds March. Vordanov chasing. Dylan Devlin just got the jump on him, so he'll be there first. So on there from Fontaine. He just passes it to the net. Almost a rebound goal there for March.
That was a little bit of a mistake by Hasselman. He got his stick on it and deflected it into the slot. That's not what you want to do.
This is where Hasselman comes out. So he makes the second dive, and he's like, I might as well stay out here.
He's committed.
Little side-to-side action.
Once you're that committed, you can't stop.
I think one of the Stampede players, Max McCarg, batted that out of mid-air in the danger zone.
Thank you, Hasselman, for making this exciting.
And we'll get a reset on the face-off. Looks like,
he covered it up. He should have tried to shoot it down the ice. What is he? If he wants to be a defenseman, he's got to clear that puck.
Yeah, Atwell wasn't ready for that. I believe he didn't think the ref blew his whistle. I'm not too sure, but nonetheless, the Stampede got a quick change, so they got 5 new bodies out there. As Coyle will wrap that around for Harrison. Almost just dodged a hit there from Ryan McDonald. Here's Harrison with a bit of pace, but Ollie Hay coming through. And that will be icing against the Swarm.
See, RecBot42 in the chat. Please say my profile name. Hi, RecBot, and he says, please say the Fat Sigma. I'm not sure what the Fat Sigma is. You'll have to tell us, RecBot42.
So Devlin up against Atwell. Here goes Houlihan. Trying to get through a couple of players, but that will be waved for offside as that was just outside. Houlihan tried to go through the defenseman's legs there. Almost did as well.
Yeah, it was a good rush. Almost resulted in a chance, but the puck just squeaked out beyond the blue line.
So once again, Atwell versus Devlin. Once again, won by Atwell. He's done very well in the face-offs, not only tonight, but throughout the season as well. As McCullum passes it up to Devlin, he'll get it to Ross. Lovely bat out of mid-air to control that. Trying to find options. Ryan McDonald does well to break that up. Sorry, that is Rosie. Up top, McCullum shoots and scores! An absolute rocket from Jet McCullum. He'll give the Stampede a 3-2 lead here late in the second.
So I think on the replay, we're going to see a little bit of an error by Connor Parr. There is a screen in front of him, but he looks around the far side of the screen, and the shot's coming through the short side. As a goalie, you're supposed to look around the short side of the screen. It makes it much easier in that situation. You're a little bit out of position when you're looking around the far side, and it came back to bite him.
Take nothing away from the shot. That was an absolute rocket that was destined for the back of the net the whole way. So the Swarm need to probably be the next team to score. As I said earlier, you definitely don't want a 2-goal deficit in a game like this, because coming back against one of these two teams could be extremely hard to do.
Having said that, we've seen a few comebacks already this game from, well, just from 1 goal down.
Here's Lockie Frere. He'll shoot. And a good save made there from Park. Gets a spray in the face too.
Yeah, great bounce back by Connor. This high pressure situation. Makes the catch, no rebound. He can make those saves when you can see the puck. so far I think every goal that the Stampede have scored has been either a scrambled rebound in front of the net or deflection with the screen in front.
Face off one there from the Stampede. Chalice put it in behind for Lockie Frere. Axel Rusky-Jones going to the net, but Dalmatau comes and tidied it up. Kozak will give it back to Dalmatau. Dalmatau's tripped, and no?
No, Brooke doesn't want to call that one.
Wow, okay. Shot there from Kozak, but that's an absolute sandwich. That goes straight up into the netting, so we'll get a whistle. We'll have to see a replay of that. From my first glance, that looked like a tripping call every day of the week.
Yeah, maybe she thought it was a bit of a dive, or I don't know. Maybe she thought he went down too easily. I'm not sure. I did think that would be a penalty as well.
Because he had the puck and he was striding within, half a metre in front of the opposition player, so you can't really, well, it's hard to say he did fall on his own, especially the way that guy can skate.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, so the Stampede enjoying their first lead of the game. I'm sure there will definitely be a couple of goals more in this game. Just which team, who knows?
Both of our predictions were 5 goals for the Swarm. Let's see if we can get to 5.
McCullum with it, he'll slow it down. Plays it up. Here's Ross. Just got to go past Simon, he almost does. Simon does well though.
Yeah, good defense there by Simon. There was another Stampede player entering the zone and wasn't able to get the puck.
So Sandoy with it for the Swarm. Tried to find March, but couldn't corral it nicely. Falls onto the snare side for Chalice. Axel Rusky-Jones, backhand, hit the back of the net. He could have gone, tried a wraparound attempt there as Parr was a little bit out of his crease. So Fontaine will just dump it in and give chase. Axel Rusky-Jones, big up ice pass to Chalice, lovely touch to get past Rosie. Out well, unable to clear. Lucky Frere getting his stick in the lane. Here's Ollie Hay. Clock winding down for the second period. That's just dumped in there from Ollie Hay. I'm not sure. Yeah, it will be offside.
2.7 seconds left to make something happen. Oh, and the faceoff looks to be all the way back in the Swarm zone. It's ruled an intentional offside. So they could actually pull Hasselman here, get the extra attacker out for the last 2.7 seconds.
Now that is a good play.
It's a bold move.
Shot there from Amston, missed.
See,
so that will
should
do
have
it.
had the other attacker out.
Absolutely, why not? So that will do it here for the second period, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you're enjoying the show at home. We certainly are up here in the best seat in the house, I like to call it. So, yeah, the Swarm not getting those guys in front of the net. It looks to be hurting them. I think they could have been a little bit more hurt. They need to sort that out, that's for sure. Stampede, I think they're doing most things pretty well. What would you improve on their side?
I think maybe Hasselman needs to remember what position he's playing. that might that would be my only critique. Also, don't give him the stick. You're just going to inspire him to go chasing into the corner.
Well, there, you heard it first here at home. Don't give your goalie your playing stick.
That's right. Just get it out of the zone. Keep your stick.
Well, hope you're enjoying the action. We'll take a quick break and be ready up here for period 3.
Kia ora koutou. Welcome back to this third period action between the Botany Swarm and the SkyCity Stampede. I'm Bartek Bertowski here with Bryce Rouse. Got Josh Kretschmar and Hayden Potter on the broadcast. So, what do you think? What's going to happen this third period? Is your prediction going to come true? Is there going to be a comeback for the Swarm? 5-4?
I do believe the Swarm are going to score at least another goal here this third period, but can they stop the Stampede scoring at least another couple? Time will tell, but we're back underway. Period 3, game 1 of the weekend between top of the table SkyCity Stampede and the host team Botany Swarm. Saw a extremely exciting, here's Houlihan, extremely exciting second period. Connor Harrison will gain the zone. Trying to go past Sandoy. Sandoy still on him, puts him to the ground too. Atwell will track back, plays it off the boards to Fontaine. He'll just leave it on for Atwell. Atwell around the back of the net. Gives it up to Kozak. He's pressured on there as Burns tries to clear the zone, but Sandoy coming in. Here's Rosie. Gives it over to Dalmatel. Doesn't control it nicely, so Amson's going to get to it. Amson will play it around the back. Looks like it hit the netting. It did, so we will get a face-off in the O-zone for the Swarm, who are down 1 goal at the moment, 3-2. And there have been a couple of dandy wrist shot goals from the point from both teams. Michael Houlihan for the Swarm and Jet McCallum for the Stampede.
Yeah, it was a beautiful snipe by Houlihan. From around the top of the circle, top shelf, across the grain.
Kept in there by Rosie. Plays it down low for Polozov. Tried a little backhand pass to Dalmatel. Ryan McDonald up the point. Shot on and a big bad save Matthew by Hasselman. Puck still loose. A shot, they score! It's Ivan Dalmatel. He'll even things up here. It's 3-all.
What a scramble in front of the net. And then Ivan Dalmatel just gets a stick on it, evades the stick of number 9 who was trying to tie him up.
Was that a pass from Polozov to him, or was it just a loose puck that ended up in front of there? If that was a pass from Polozov, that was incredible.
Yeah, if it was a pass from Polozov, we'll see who gets the assist on that one. Either way, we are tied up 3-3. Shots are 25-17 for the Swarm. But relatively even action both ways so far.
That's right, even Stevens here in
Speaking
period 3.
Stevens, Sebastian Steven, Coach Cam Stevens' son, is playing for the Mako at the moment. Won't spoil the score for you so that you can watch it after this one.
Here's McCullum. Finds Axel Rusky-Jones. Lockie Freer was coming in for a bit of a pounce as well. Axel Rusky-Jones doing well to rub out Dalmatel, but puck will fall on Dalmatel's stick. Moves it around to Ryan McDonald. He'll just lift that one into mid-air. Trying to find Kozak. Hasselman can't control it nicely. Kozak, it might be called a hand pass, but March is going to be there first. Kozak with it. Trying to go around Amston.
Hasselman was almost tempted to chase that one into the corner again. He just restrained himself.
And Axel Rusky-Jones will be back there. He'll give it around to Mitchell Freer. Try to find Chalice, but that was just in front of him. And that does become icing for the Stampede. So the Swarm out the gates hot here in the third period. As the Stampede have done the first 2 periods, they just need to settle down, get into their rhythm, get into their game. And you know they're going to be having a couple of good goal-scoring opportunities to come very soon, Bartosz.
Yeah, I don't think the scoring is done for today.
Definitely not. We can't have a winner when it's 3-all.
Right. If it does end 3-all, we'll go to 5 minutes of, I believe, 3-on-3 overtime is what we do in this league, and then a shootout.
I want both games a shootout. As a Swarm fan, I want both games as a shootout.
Oh, I'd love to see a shootout. Would love to see what Ivan Dalmatel and Jackson Fontaine can do in a shootout.
Lockie Freer's going to beat the icing out here for the Stampede. He does have Thula on him, though. Thought he had someone coming up the boards, but they were all getting a change. So all new personnel out there now for the Stampede. As Burns leaves it on, but stolen there by March. He had Ollie Hay going in the slot area, but didn't control the puck too nicely. Puck given away. March with it. Trying to find Vordanov, holds on to it, wrap around.
Oh,
Big paid save made, and no rebound. Hasselman doing well to control that.
oh, a great decision by Kyle Marsh, my former teammate on the Rangers in Auckland's Prem Division. He had the passing option in front, but the Stampede were aware of the player lurking in there, so March just took it around the net, forced it in there, forced Hasselman to make a save, tried to get a good rebound.
And Devlin and Atwell battle continues. That one won by Devlin. Fontaine, he'll rip one, hits the shin pad of Devlin. Doing well to get into that shooting lane. Another weird bounce there off the Zamboni door. Loses possession for the Swarm as Burns will just lift that out of danger. Simon does well. Fontaine comes and picks it up. Fontaine with a shot, but Burns tracking nicely in the lane. Here's Houlihan, shoots. Oh, Hasselman.
What a save.
Somebody call it cops because Houlihan just got robbed.
And he windmills it with the flashy style, making that save.
There's that shot from Fontaine, and then as Simon finds Houlihan, look at that. Did it come off the chest first? God, it was moving so quick I couldn't even see it.
I think it was right into the pocket. Beautiful save, and great setup by the Swarm there as well.
Kept in there by Simon. As Amston look for some options, give it up to Lockie Frere. Find Chalice on the far side. Chalice will just put that one in deep. Axel Rusky-Jones giving chase on Sandoy. Atwell there to tidy up. Swarm do get it out of the zone, but gave it straight back to the Stampede. Simon up to Fontaine. Swarm are finding the passes. And they don't look to be playing with too much urgency, just enough. Both teams have actually looked really well in the defensive zones here this evening. A couple of missed breakout passes, but nothing too much. Another rebound try there for McDonald after his own shot. A shot there from Polizov, but hit a skate in front. Stampede will clear that all the way. Rosie's going to have to track back and does get the whistle as Campbell was chasing hard.
Excellent pressure by the Swarm. And behind the play, we saw a little bit of rough stuff between Jackson Fontaine and Freer, as Jackson was trying to get to the bench and Freer was giving him some shoves.
So Dalmatau up against Max McCarg. Comes on the near side. Lockie Freer's there first. Does clear. Maxwell McCarg, nice little pass to himself over the top. That would have looked nice if he had scored off that. Receives a hit there from Ryan McDonald. Shot there from Hurley. Easy save for the goaltender. Here's Polizov. Could have passed to Kozak on the near side, but elected just to hold on a little bit. Here's Rosie. Pass over to Dalmatau, bats it in deep. There's Polizov. Try to find Dalmatau in the slot. Good stick work there from Mitchell Frere. Tracking back his man. And it could have been easy to leave him behind as he tracked to the slot area. Marcus McDonald. Try to find a centering pass. Great stick in the lane there from Mitchell Frere. He's having a defensive day, is the Stampede captain. Andrew Hay with a shot. Tip on there from March. Just went over the crossbar.
Great chance.
Yeah, Hasselman definitely wouldn't have been able to move fast enough to get that blocker on that. Had it had been under the crossbar.
Yeah, a deflection from 10 feet in front of you is almost no chance to save it unless it's going real slow or you get lucky.
Mitchell Frere will leave it on behind for Burns. He's got Ross. Can he find him? No, he can't. Go straight to the goalie, though, so there will be no icing. Sandoy leaves it on, but Devlin's there. Lucky Simon was on it there, or that could have been a timely interception. Houlihan with it now. Leaves it on for Simon. Ollie Hay says, you take it in, you've got the pace. Here's Houlihan, shoots and just lift it above the shoulder of Hasselman. Hits the net as well, so we'll get a face-off down in the ozone.
Nice little passer. I think that was by Luke Simon to set him up. Swarm laying on the pressure now. 28-19 the shots.
So Devlin against Houlihan. have to reset. No clear winner there as puck was scrambling around. It's in the Swarm's possession. Simon gave it over to Sandoy just in front of him though as Connor Harrison tries to go around. Sandoy almost did. But great work there from Sandoy, knowing that he was probably beat, so you just got to play the body. Here comes Devlin. Shoots and scores! Dylan Devlin gives the Stampede a 4-3 lead.
That's a tough one. Great shot. Not a lot of chance for Connor there. He just tucked it 5-hole.
Great give and go though as well.
Yeah, he shot it early. I think Connor was probably expecting he'd deke to the backhand and go top shelf coming in from that angle, but he just put a quick shot 5-hole. And back in front, the Stampede now.
A 1-goal lead in this game is absolutely nothing to sit on and be comfortable with. As Kozak will try to get it going for the Swarm. Polozov to Rosie. Ryan McDonald at the point. He'll shoot a deflection in front, but nicely saved there from Hasselman. Doesn't let off a rebound.
It's only been maybe one shot that he hasn't caught right in the pocket.
Yeah, they haven't done too well on the screening job here this evening, have the Swarm.
Yeah, they might need someone bigger than Ivan standing in front of Hasselman to take away his eyes.
Kozak trying to go through, try to give it to Dalmatel. Ryan McDonald comes in, keeps possession there for the Swarm. Up top, it's Dalmatel, shoots, hit traffic in front. Dalmatel with it again. And Hasselman made a stick save to put that into the corner as McCullum will have it for the Stampede. Try to find Axel Rusky-Jones, he does, but doesn't corral that nicely. So the Stampede will track back. Vordanov, like a bat out of hell, chasing over there to McCullum. Mitchell Freer almost found his brother. That got through. Will be no icing on the play either. Vordanov will settle it down for the Swarm. Near side, Thula going for a run. Puts it in deep, Jonsson chasing. Ampson's there for the Stampede though. Puck comes out. Thula to March, but couldn't control that. That pass was just in front of his stick, so the Stampede will get a bit of a break and have an offensive zone face-off.
Yeah, it's good to see the Swarm aren't sitting back. They're bringing that intensity, trying to even it up again. See if they can do it.
So Maxwell McCarg up against Kyle March. One there by Marchie. Andy Hay will play it up to his winger, Jonsson. He leaves it on for March. They gain the zone. Shot on. Hasselman sees that all the way. No rebound.
Might have been offside, but the referee, or linesman rather, didn't spot that one.
Yeah, it was close. It was 50-50. It's the best thing when it gets that close. We just, I don't know. Could have been, could not have been.
Might as well let him play.
Yeah, well, I don't see a whistle in your hand. Maybe next season.
I shouldn't be trusted with the whistle.
Hurley with a shot there, hit the shin pad of Sandoy. Swarm unable to clear. Ollie Rusky-Jones going to work, trying to keep it in for the Stampede. Finally does come out. Vordanov just lofts that in and not really chasing, so he has to go chase his own puck. Hurley trying to clear, cannot. Fontaine going to work there. Hampson coming in with a nice poke check. They do clear. Stampede need to hold off for just over 10 minutes, 45. Going to be tough as the Swarm are going to throw everything at them.
Yeah, you can see the Stampede are slightly sitting back now that they have the lead. Previously in the first two periods, they often had a winger high waiting at the Swarm blue line, but they're playing much more compact and defensive now.
Atwell might be there first. Connor Harrison was given chase. Ryan McDonald with a shot. And Hasselman once again standing tall in the crease.
Yeah, easy save for Hasselman. Need to get someone in his eyes to at least prevent him from making a clean catch and get a rebound.
You'd have to be on a step stool to actually be in his eyes. So
yeah, we can take out the coach's step stool, put that in front of the net.
yeah,
have
absolutely.
Ivan stand on it.
Unable to clear. Dalmatau tried to find Polozov, but only found Mitchell Frere. He gives it up to Devlin. Doesn't clear it nicely, and puck does go into the Stampede bench, so it'll be a face-off just in front of that.
32-20 the shots for the Swarm now. See if they can convert all those shots into goals. Well, more goals to even this up.
Here goes Devlin. Finds Ross. Ross with a shot. Good save there made by Parr. Kept in though by McCullum at the blue line. McCullum goes through two. Puts on the brakes. Tries to go around Dalmasau. Just loses his footing but got the pass off to Devlin. He's down low with it. Ross coming to clean up. He's tied up there from Ryan McDonald. Dalmatau. Here's Kozak. Just waiting for everyone to gain the zone. Found Polozov in the corner. Kozak still open again. Kozak with a one-time. Missed the net. And puck cleared up to Ross. And he'll just bat that one in. Full line change coming up for the Stampede. They're definitely not chasing as hard like you said there just before Bartosz. As Marcus McDonald will gain the zone.
3 players back.
Marcus McDonald still with it. Goes around the back of the net. Can he get a centering pass? Found Thuler up the point. Here's Andy Hay with a shot and a big blocker save made there from Hasselman. Through the traffic, just stuck the arm out in midair. Beautiful save made there. Andy Hay tries to find a pass up to Marchi, but he doesn't control it nicely. Icing will be waved off as Coyle will bang that around. Receives a hit for his troubles from Ollie Hay. Simon with it, puts on the brakes and turns around, gives it to Sandoy. Sandoy with a shot just outside the blue. Oh, Marcus McDonald, what a brave heart to go straight into that.
He got hit by 2 players at once.
Yeah, the puck kind of came up, hit him in the chest, and he thought, maybe let's just try, here he goes, let's just maybe try to take my momentum through these guys. Did well.
He's a fiery young player, love to see it.
Oh, he is. You gotta appreciate the players who are that size, but they think they're like 6'5" and bulletproof. They just have no regard for their body, and that's what actually, at the end of the day, makes them great players.
Yeah, for sure. Jackson's not a very big guy either, but he likes to throw the hits too.
Shot there from the point from Houlihan. It was an absolute bullet. Another save made there from Hasselman. He's doing extremely well here this third period, and especially, most importantly, this game. He's definitely keeping the Stampede in this. As he's racked up 33 saves already. Oh, and McCullum whiffs on that. Stampede maybe looking a little tired there, Bartosz. Thoughts?
Oh, it's hard to say. They're playing a very defensive game right now. I think the Swarm will need to up their forecheck intensity. As we saw, we had 3 Stampede players back, only 2 Swarm players chasing on that last forecheck.
Comes up to the point for Dalmatau. Gave it over to Rosie. He tried to find Houlihan on the near side. He was wide open. And I'm sure he would have one-timed that. Kept in by Kozak, maybe not, as Hurley. He'll give chase. A lot of possession here for Swarm the last 5 minutes. Kozak tried to find Polozov, but that's in front. As Amson will bang it off the boards, does clear. So the Swarm are going to have to touch up quickly before that goes back in. And we've got a whistle on the play. Must have hit the netting.
I think we've got a net guard sitting there on the ice that Hasselman's going to collect. I think that's a net guard. Net guards are mandatory this year, partly in response to what happened in the UK. Yep, that's a net guard referee delivering it to the Swarm bench.
So Dalmatau against Axel Rusky Jones. One there by Rusky Jones. Mitchell Frere tried to find Lockie. That saucer pass was just above his stick. Sandoi tracks back and wraps it around for Simon. Time's winding down still. The Swarm only need one goal to at least tie it. It's been an even game, but they probably look the better team in this third period so far. Probably because they're just throwing the kitchen sink at the Stampede already, but they are holding strong. For now.
Another net guard on the ice. That black blob that you might see on your screen just past the Stampede blue line.
Oh, bad save there. Another one there from Hasselman. Kind of had to make a tricky bouncing save and then a rebound attempt from a Swarm player.
Yeah,
made
those
him have to
bobbling
make another
pucks
one.
are pretty hard to read as a goalie.
Great pass there from Chalice. Finds Lockie Free. He'll rip one. A lot of long shots here. And Park got a little piece of it. Hit the upper netting. So we'll get a face-off there.
And the referee delivers another net guard back to the players. Yeah, I think you're right. The Swarm have been the better team this period, but the Stampede just capitalized on the chances that they got.
So Marchie wins that up against Devlin. Ryan McDonald getting hassled from Devlin. As Johnson makes a nice center ice pass there to March. Gains his own. He's got Devlin tracking back really nicely. Burns going to work against Voronov. Nice kick of the puck there. Devlin trying to come away. If it gets tied up with Marchie, they both go down. Ryan McDonald shot straight into the catcher's mitt of Hasselman.
Another nice clean catch. That was a kipper catch, or baseball style catch that he made there. You don't see that often in New Zealand. You crack slightly across your body. We had a bit of a flyby screen in front of him as well, as we're seeing now on the replay. So Hasselman did well to track that through the screen.
So Mitchell Frere trying to clear. Ryan McDonald does well to keep it in. Another easy glove save there for Hasselman.
Another baseball style catch across the body. Wonder if he plays baseball as well, Hasselman.
Well, I'll tell you what position he would be playing, and that's catcher. That's an easy one.
Definitely.
Mitchell Frere will go behind the net for the Stampede. He's got a bit of pace now. He'll just dump it in. No one really chasing too hard. Ryan McDonald's going to be there first for the Swarm. 4 minutes 40 left in game one. Houlihan down the near side. Well, going to the net. Can't get anything on it as the puck was in the air. Would have been a crazy goal if he batted that out of mid-air and put it in the net.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a beauty. Definitely has the skills to do it.
Houlihan with it. Leaves it on for Fontaine. To Hooligan again. Simon does well to trap the pass there from Houlihan. Houlihan with it. Oh, just lost control. Couldn't get a shot off. And Ross gave it away quite easily. Mitchell Frere with it. He hasn't put a foot wrong here this evening. Axel Rusky Jones steals that. Connor Parr's going to have to come out and make a poke check move there to deny any skater going on to that with a bit of pace.
Good quick decision by Connor. No hesitation.
Dalmatau, can he get a goal here for the Swarm this late? Here's Polozov. Just losing a little bit of, losing the puck a little bit. Other Swarm guys, when they're in the offensive zone, just maybe need a little bit more wax on the end of that stick. Seems a bit slippery now. I'm sure that's why some guys in the NHL retape every period.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit warm here, so the puck is bouncing a little bit more than you'd like.
Burns plays it on the near side. McCullum picks it up, plays it up to Lockie Frere. Didn't really have any options to just try to go put something into the middle. Ryan McDonald's going to go on the near side. Fakes a shot, finally does. Pad save made by the goaltender. Fontaine shot, but hit Axel Rusky Jones. Shot there from the point, hits traffic in front. Kozak, can he get a shot off? Tries again. Oh, just lifts it. Must have hit something, and it's gone up into the netting.
You can see the adjustment the Swarm have made so far in this third period. I think in the last 5 minutes or so, you often see two Swarm players standing in front of Hasselman trying to generate a bit more traffic. as the Stampede collapse back on Hasselman. The Swarm are joining in there and hoping something comes off a leg, off a stick.
The Stampede are hanging on there in there for the time being. Almost double the shots for the Swarm as they're just piling them on here in the third period. Here's Fontaine.
Connor is skating to the bench now for the extra attack. Oh, no, he's decided not to go.
Here's Houlihan. He puts it in deep. Mitchell Frere will bang that up. Hits the netting, so we will get a whistle. Did hit the glass first, though, so no delay game there.
Connor really should be coming to the bench. Come on, Coach Kennedy, pull your goalie. Tactically, you should pull your goalie around 2 minutes or even up to 2.5 minutes when you're down by a goal, just to give your team enough time so they're not panicking. You don't want to pull your goalie with a minute left. And now with an offensive zone faceoff, that's the right time to pull your goalie.
Mitchell Frere try to find Hurley. It's very hard to control a puck in midair. Fontaine with a bit of speed, jumps on that, goes past one, goes past two. Tries to get a shot off, he's going to have another retry, maybe went for the backhand. Puts it in behind for Atwell. Gives it up to the point in Kozak, he'll put it down low again. Oh, snuffed out there really well by Stefan Amson. He'll clear that all the way, but won't get it on the empty net.
Connor just rushing, and I think he paused for a second, thinking if he could skate back there and get that one. Luckily missed the net.
I thought he was playing monkey see, monkey do with Hasselman. Hey, I saw that goalie come out. Can I come too, guys?
And now we've got a timeout. So Coach Kennedy, former goalie for the Swarm, now coach, giving his team the rundown of what he wants them to do. They'll definitely want a face-off win, and we'll see if they keep going with that that strategy they've been using the past 5 or 6 minutes, having 2 players standing in front of Hasselman. Hopefully someone taller than Ivan Dalmatel.
I think you just got to still play that same kind of game plan. Get 2 guys in front of the goalie, because what can goalies do when they can't see the puck?
That's right.
Not
you can't
too
save
much.
it if you can't see it. And Ivan is on the bench.
Still can though.
If you get lucky, if it hits you.
Either that, or just make sure you've got 2 guys on the weak side for one-timers.
Yeah.
Try and move that puck laterally, left and right, really quickly, and then hopefully some space opens up for one of them. But hey, we'll see what the Swarm can do. 1:42 remaining in this. Empty net, down by 1.
They got
Crunch
the face-off
time.
win. That's what they wanted.
McDonald gives it to Houlihan. He ripped one, but hit something in front. Rosie keeps that in. Fontaine with it up top again. No real pressure here from the Stampede, just kind of got to play form. Shot there from Polozov, a rebound. Scrambling in front, Polozov tried again. And Amson will get that out of danger. Ross is going to skate onto that. It looks like a tough angle shot. Can he get it? Hit the side of the net. As Houlihan's going to come the other way with a bit of pace. They do get one change to the Stampede. They bring on McCullum. Fontaine with it. Steering pass over to Polozov and a big save by Hasselman.
What a save by Hasselman. Beautiful pad save. Flying across to keep the lead. He is on point today.
The speed to go from
Look
right
at
to
that.
left, get an over.
Beauty.
And a little bit of argy-bargy. How are you? Nothing
Swarm
too
were
major.
so close there. But Hasselman keeps the lead for the Stampede with 56.1 seconds left.
So they will change lines the Swarm. They'll get Dalmatel out there. Also Marcus McDonald. He's definitely a special team specialist. Simon with it. Rips one. Goes through traffic. Not corralled up. Dalmatel with it behind the net. It's scrambling in front. It's hard to see. And they score! It looks like it's Kozak!
Kozak extends his lead at the top of the scoreboard. 14 points on the season now. And maybe his biggest goal of the season to tie this game up 4-4. We might be going to overtime.
Absolutely. Not sure exactly what all happened there. It was looked like ballet on ice and barefoot. Everybody's just fallen over, but it ended up in the back of the net from Kozak. So might have to talk to him after. What did you see about the 5 seconds before that went in?
See, Lola in the chat said 4-4 Shirley. You predicted it, Lola.
We'll have to wait and see. 40 seconds remaining, 4-4 game. And what a dandy it's been. I'm sure everyone at home saying, hey, this game's so good, can we get some extra free content? And why not? Houlihan's going to have it. Fontaine tried to go through. McCullum snuffed out very well. Dalmatel fans on the dump, and Houlihan will pick it up. Gains the zone, try to find Fontaine, but picked out. Ross will just play it up ahead for Simon. Here's Dalmatel, 10 seconds to go. Can he do anything? Here's Houlihan, he'll gain the zone. Fontaine's going the net. Oh, great stick in the lane. Mitchell Frere. What a day. He's had another shot from the point. Houlihan, it wouldn't go.
Hasselman at the buzzer. Big save to keep it 4-4.
Wow.
44-20 won the shots for the Swarm. They laid on the pressure. So
that was frantic.
That was. You predicted 5-4. Looks like your prediction might be coming true. Is this league rigged?
I seem to get them all right when I make my predictions, eh?
You're just psychic. Can you tell me the lotto numbers?
No, you just get a, yeah, I can, just afterwards.
All right, yeah, we don't want to tell everybody on the stream.
Oh, some frantic action. If you're watching this one, ladies and gentlemen, especially tonight with the top of the table teams going right at it, the Swarm coming back and getting that equalizer with just over a minute remaining.
Oh,
the game's had a bit of everything.
This game's lived up to the hype. So good. See
Now
all that firepower on show.
Now on to the next. Who's got the better 3-on-3 team? If I was I'll do Stampede. I'd probably go, I've got to go Mitchell Frere. That guy's the player of the game for the Stampede for me on his 250th. I'd also chuck out there McCullum and Devlin would be line 1. Who would you go Swarm?
Ooh, I would pick Ruzicka for that experienced Rosie on defense.
Yeah.
Then Jackson Fontaine, and he's someone who likes to carry the puck, so I don't think I'd put him on with Dalmatau. I think I'd keep them separate.
Go with the Kozak?
Yeah, I think Kozak. I'd go
Or
Jackson
Polozov.
Fontaine. Oh, yeah, actually. Oh, man, so difficult. They've got so many good players. I'd say either Kozak or Polozov, Fontaine, and Ruzicka. That would be my, and of course Connor in net, Connor Parr.
Yeah, I think the line 2 for Swarm, you'd probably go Dalmatau Outwell.
Yeah,
because you got a playmaker, then you got a sniper / speedster.
Yeah, and then Yue and Gretzky as well.
Yep, absolutely. Ooh, I'd definitely go Rosie as my number 1 defenseman, but between Ryan McDonald and Sandui, that's a toughie.
Oh, Josh Kretschmar, our production manager, telling us it's 3-on-3. Going to overtime. Thank you, Josh. So it used to be 4-on-4 back in the day in the NAHL, if you remember that, and then they eventually changed to a 3-on-3 format.
Yep.
I assume we're not adopting the 3-on-3 rules from the 3-on-3 tournament we saw last weekend, where if you take a penalty 3-on-3, you get a penalty shot from center ice, and the other team lines up at the blue line behind you and then chases you down.
I saw.
As you come in on the goal.
It is from the blue line. So that's good because you kind of got to not muck around. You got to hustle with that penalty shot because you know people like to flutter around, go from the left, cut in, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I actually like that because in the NHL we've seen. Who is that player? I forget what the player's name is. That comes in so slow. It's the one Russian guy. I think on the Canes, on the Carolina Hurricanes.
Zegras does it as well, but yeah, there's another guy that just...
He goes in so
taking the mickey,
slow.
isn't he?
It's so unrealistic.
So I was right about 2 of the picks there for the Stampede, but they've got Nolan Ross out there. So the Swarm got Atwell, Houlihan, and Simon. Can't complain with those.
Luke Simon's quite a good offensive defenseman.
Yes.
So they're thinking goal scoring.
So pass up to the near side. Here goes Ross. Goes into the middle, shoots, and just put it wide. Another retry there from Devlin, but missed the net.
And he's open in the slot. Someone's got to cover him.
There's Ross, finds McCullum up top. He'll just whiff that in on the backhand, goes behind the net. Ross will pick that up. Find Devlin. Oh, McCullum was right there.
Massive blocker save by Connor Parr.
McCullum, all he had to do was lift it over the shoulder of Parr, but he could not.
What a game saver there by Parr.
So McCullum with it here for the Stampede. He'll gain the zone, rips one, big save made, a rebound there. As Amson gives it up to McCullum, sorry, that's Connor Harrison. He's now on with Axel Rusky-Jones. Simon gets a change there for the Swarm to get Rosie Rosechka on. It's been advantage Stampede so far in this 3-on-3. Amson will find Axel Rusky-Jones. He's pressured on there by Rosie, still maintains possession.
See if the veteran experience of Rosechka will pay off.
Swarm haven't had possession yet, and it's been a minute and a half in this 3-on-3. As Amson tried to find Rusky-Jones, couldn't corral it. He's pressured on by two Swarm players. Almost got past Fontaine as Dalmatau has to come tidy up. He tried to play it off the back net, but lucky it didn't fall too far from the tree, or else that could have been trouble, as Axel Rusky-Jones would have been right on it. Here's Rosie. He's going to be the only guy in there. He's going to have to come out with a bit of support as they'll get in a change. And Polozov will come out of the zone once again. Marcus McDonald on there. Polozov with a bit of speed. Goes on the backhand, turns. He's got Sandoy with him. Will he leave it on? Goes past. Polozov still with it. Oh, good stick in the lane there from Amson. Does well to break that up.
I thought the puck was glued to a stick for a second.
Oh, it is. When Sasha Polozov gets the puck and he doesn't want to give it away, it is extremely tough to get it off him. Marcus McDonald almost tried to cut through to the inside.
Oh, just rolled off the toe of his stick.
Almost had Chalice beat. Marcus McDonald still with it. Here's McDonald, shoots and just put it wide. Golden chance there for Marcus McDonald.
Great play by the young player, not letting the pressure
Here
get
comes
to him at
Sandoy
all.
for the Swarm, leaves it on for Hulanen, shoots and right into the chest of Hasselmore. Hasselmore, right? No, Hasselman.
I think that caught him a little bit up high. He looks uncomfortable. I wonder if he's wearing a big bulky neck guard like how a lot of goalies wear. If you don't, if it catches you up in the collarbone, it's really unpleasant.
So once again, Atwell versus Devlin. Once again, won by Atwell. He's been ferocious in that face-off circle tonight. Puck's going to come out, so they're all going to have to touch up. Fontaine, Simon, and Atwell out there for the Swarm with Ross, Devlin, and McCullum. McCullum putting in the minutes here on this 3-on-3. McCullum looking for some options. Finds Devlin. He tried to find Ross, but that was in front. Simon will bang it around for Fontaine. Looks like the Stampede have definitely been the better team here this overtime. Here comes Fontaine the other way. Try to go through two players, though, well snuffed out there by Nolan Ross. Ross will skate it. Shoots it. Looks like Parr did get a touch on that.
Yeah, just off the bicep.
And here goes Dalmatau. He'll gain his own. Try to go around Devlin. Dalmatau!
Clutch poke check there by Hasselman.
Yeah.
And the puck goes onto the netting, gets buried in there. We get a whistle. The netting, I should say, of the goal, as opposed to the netting above the glass. We've got 1 minute left in this overtime, and then a shootout. Nobody scores.
So Axel Rusky-Jones up against Sasha Polozov. Won nicely there by Axel. Amson will give that up to Connor Harrison. Will he look for Axel Rusky-Jones crashing the net? He'll just rip one on. Rebound, Axel Rusky-Jones off the post! Still in front in the crease. Whoa! How did that stay out? I do not know.
I think Connor Parr struggled a little bit with his catching and rebound control today. That should have been a catch there. Just popped out, and as you can see, if you don't make a catch on an easy shot, sometimes it results in chaos.
And here's McCullum back out on the ice. He's probably played 3.5 minutes already. Just over 20 seconds remaining. McCullum with it for the Stampede. He's pressured on by Polozov, but looks like he might remain. It's not holding as He wasn't wrapped. There's Ross looking for Callum Burns. Doesn't want to shoot. Here's McCullum. He'll rip one. Good save made there from Parr, and the clock will wind down. We are going to a shootout.
Didn't you predict a shootout? I think, or maybe
No,
you said
I said I
wanted
wanted one. I said I wanted
You're
one.
manifesting your desires.
Absolutely. When I'm up here, mate, I just support the game of hockey. That's it.
We are completely unbiased.
We're getting what we wanted. Well, what I wanted anyway. So, and that is a shootout, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not excited for this.
So who are your picks for the shooters? Do you want to put your best shooters first or last? That's always.
I would put them. I'd put my best two first two, and then I'd probably save my third best for fifth, because I would rather get goals early, put the pressure on, as opposed to, hey, it's just going to get harder from this first shooter kind of thing, when goalies don't really care who's shooting. They've just got one job, stop that puck. So,
you know, in soccer, shootouts are much more tense, I guess, because the shooters are expected to score.
And it probably because it takes 10 minutes between kickers to, you got to.
Yeah. So often in soccer, they'll get the goalkeeper or defenseman to shoot in a shootout because there's less pressure on them. Nobody expects your center back to score. Hockey, it's a bit more even, the battle between the shooter and the goaltender.
So Sasha Polozov going to be the first shooter here for the Swarm.
Clutch player.
Here we go. Oh, no, it won't. Maybe it's going to be... No.
We got Freer out as well.
Is the other goalie allowed to stand in the goal for the shooting team?
I'm not sure what the rules are. I usually just stay in the goal for a shootout, but...
Because it could kind of blur the vision in a way.
Yeah, I guess if you're goalie at the other end, you could be waving your arms around, distracting the other player.
So it's going to be Nolan Ross first shooter for the Stampede. Oh, what a move. Did he put it home? What a save. What a move. What a save.
Connor looked like he was beat there, but just stuck the glove out and smothered it. Massive save by Connor Parr. He struggled with his catching this game, but not there.
So Sasha Polozov will start on the left side. What can he do? Shoots. Good save.
Hasselman, cool as a cucumber, did not bite at all on those fakes.
Well, he's so far out, you shouldn't. Shouldn't he kind of bite on those within maybe a metre or so? But nonetheless, Jordan Chalice, he's a guy who can definitely score given a penalty shot.
He's got a really good shot 5-hole. We'll see if he uses that. He likes a quick 5-hole shot.
Tried it too.
I was right. Put me in net, coach. Yeah, he's beat me a bunch of times with that, so I know to expect it from Chalice. Just a really quick release 5-hole, and I think Connor also knows him well and maybe was expecting that too.
So here goes Michael Houlihan for the Swarm. Can he get them off to a lead here? Shoot, score!
Almost popped the water bottle too. Beauty. Crowd is loving it.
Yeah, he liked that one, absolutely, and why not? So, 2 shots been taken already. Advantage 1 to the Swarm. We do see 5 shooters. So here goes Lockie Frere. Shoots and just, I think Parr got a touch on that. He'll count that as a save. Well done.
Yeah, just got enough of it to get it over the net. Massive save again by Parr. And now Jackson Fontaine, the top scorer for the Ice Blacks at the World Championships. See if he can score another big goal here.
Here he goes, Jackson Fontaine. Puts on a move. Couldn't get it past Hasselman. What a save.
Almost
lifts that
a
leg
scorpion
up.
save there.
That was a beauty.
Beauty. He got him to bite a little bit, waited, and Hasselman gets the leg up. What a save.
You live for a shootout, don't you, Bartosz?
I love it. Some goalies don't like shootouts. I love it. So much fun.
So Stefan Amston, defenseman for the Stampede, he'll step up and take the full shot here. And Good save made from far.
Massive blocker save. Love it. Connor was quite deep in his net there, but managed to make that save.
So if the Swarm can win here through David Rosechka, they will take the win here this evening. We'll have to wait and see. Whoa, try to lift it over that glove side.
Classic
Sneaky.
defenseman move, going
That
for
was-
the, slap,
yeah.
the fake slap shot.
Yeah.
I wish he did it. He would have been a legend if he just absolutely smashed that one.
So here's Jet McCullum. He must score, or the Swarm will win this one. Here he goes. Scores! What a goal!
With style, the Forsberg move.
The one-handed tucky. If you're watching at home, Baz, the one-handed tucky, mate.
Beautiful. Oh, man.
Love those ones.
To try that when the game is on the line.
Here we go. Dalmatel can win it for the Swarm now here, though. Oh, just lifted over the blocker, but couldn't
Okay, he
get it
tried to
under
get
the
a bit
crossbar.
too fancy. He went for the... Who's the player who does that? That does the little chip goal. Was that Datsuk that does that?
Oh, it's one of the...
He
they can all do it. It's just...
It's
some of
very
them do it
rare
a
you
little
see
bit more.
that. The lob sort of shot. He lobbed it a little bit too high over the net.
So we're in sudden death now, so for some reason the Swarm are going to take 2 shots in a row here to kick off the 6th shot. I think it might rotate every 5, I'm not sure.
Interesting. Who is that, number 14?
Yeah, that's Houlihan, so he'll
Houlihan.
get to take another one. So after 5, I think you can retake. Will he go for the same move? Oh!
Absolutely dekes Hasselman out of his jockstrap. Hasselman going to the corner to look for his jockstrap now. Oh, man, Houlihan. What an import.
Absolutely.
All smiles from him. He is loving it.
So the 2 goal scorers are going to go back-to-back here as Jet McCullum's going to, a little bit of a shanky move. Oh, he's got a bit of pace now. Must score. And save made by Parr. Swarm win it in a shootout.
Massive save there by Connor. Crowd is loving it. What a game we've had here today. It's had everything. It's had comebacks. It's had drama.
It has had everything, Bartosz, and it's top of the table clash. I wasn't expecting anything less.
Beautiful. And you're right, 5-4 win for the Swarm.
Wow, there you go. How about that?
Message Bryce for the lotto ticket numbers.
Wow, what a game. That was incredible. End-to-end action, just non-stop. Great defensive plays. Offensive plays were brilliant. And then to top it off, a Bartosz specialty, a shootout.
Oh, I love it. So good.
You'd probably have to give Houlihan the player of the game just for topping off 2 goals in the shootout.
Yeah, he had that beautiful snipe from the top of the circle
Yeah.
across the grain, top shelf, and then 2 in the shootout. He's had Hasselman's number tonight.
He certainly has.
Oh, and that last goal just absolutely deked him out of his jockstrap. Love to see it.
Yeah, I think Hasselman would have maybe thought he's going to that forehand again with the shot above the glove side, but he probably thought that and then just went backhand, tucked it in.
Yeah, he got into his head. Hasselman was solid this whole game until got beat in the shootout.
Wow, what a game, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the game, shots 47-27 in favour of the Botany Swarm, but that was mostly in the 3rd period, so I wouldn't take too much from that. Obviously 4-4 in the end of regulation with the Swarm getting a goal with just over a minute remaining. That was crazy. That was frantic. I don't know how that goal actually went in from Kozak. We'll have to go ask him. We'll see some more replays. That's easily game of the season so far, Bartosz.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm an Admirals fan, but I was fired up. I was loving this one.
Absolutely, and we can't wait to do it all here again tomorrow for Game 2. How do you see that going?
I'm going to. What do you think? I'm just going to copy your prediction.
I don't predict until the day of.
Uh,
You gotta wake up, feel your senses, message a few people. Hey, what's this? What's that?
all right, I'll copy whatever Bryce says tomorrow. That'll be my prediction.
Fair enough. Well, I hope you enjoyed the game here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We certainly did. got some free hockey, overtime, and a shootout. But we will do it all again here tomorrow for another top-of-the-table clash, as will be Game 2 at the Hive. See who can take that one, as there's still another 3 points on offer, and they could be huge come the end of the season. But we've been your hosts. I'm Bryce Rouse alongside Bartek Bartosz Iwatowski. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Cheers, everyone, and good night.